Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing the Fishman Rare Earth Magnetic Pickup Mic Blend. I have here not one, not two, but three of their Rare Earth pickups. Why? Well, the first pickup that I got, which was this guy right here, I was about to play a show. So since this is a review of the pickup, I am going to tell you guys the truth of what happened. Right before sound check, an hour before my gig started, I noticed that the mic position, or the pickup position, or the blend position if you want to call it, was all microphone, and I wanted to go all the way to the magnetic pickup because I was having massive feedback. The way that I have my acoustic guitar set up with my presets, I use a quad Cortex, and I have this patch that I found on YouTube. It's really awesome patch, but then I kind of, actually no, I created my own patch from scratch. Yes. For the pickup, I created my own patch from scratch. And with that patch, I'm using the Neuro DSP Clean amp as a preamp for the acoustic. So it just boosting everything, and it sounds really nice. And it sounded amazing in a controlled setting, but in a live setting, playing with a drummer, it was just me and a drummer playing outside on 4th of July. I was having massive feedback. So what I did was I reached into the sound hole of the guitar to switch from mic all the way up to the magnetic pickup. When that happened, the knob, the little wheel that's in there, broke. It just completely came off. So I want to show you guys here exactly what I mean, exactly what happened. So I want to bring this pickup closer to the camera right here. And as you guys can see, there is that blue, yeah. So there it is right there, right? So that's where the mic is, and that's where you blend between the pickup and the mic. So in the pickup, this is the pickup that I'm actually gonna put in here, which is a replacement pickup. So you can see there's a little wheel right there, and you just turn, right? You just turn and it blends. But what happened was when I was blending it on this guy right here, it just completely came off and it broke right before my show. I had no control. So I just had to deal with the feedback. I went into my settings and I got it all kind of working to a point. But okay, so why do you have three pickups? Well, because the original replacement pickup that I got from Sweetwater, which is in here in my acoustic, it is in there, it's right there. The problem with it is that they sent me what it seems like a used product. And I bought a brand new pickup, and I really only had it for just a week or two. And when they sent me back the replacement, it was a used product, and I wasn't having it. I mean, I think it was a used product anyways, because when you compare them side by side, you can tell that it's a little bit faded. There's some residue on there, some scratches. So I contacted my rep at Sweetwater, shout out Joey, by the way. He went ahead, very graciously sent me a third pickup, which I think the third time is gonna be the charm. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna take out the pickup that's sitting here, and then I am going to put this new pickup, and then I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna play some songs, finger picking, and with a pick to show you guys the difference between all of the positions. And I'm sure that you guys have heard, you know, if you're looking for this kind of pickup, I'm sure you've heard reviews before, but anyways, this is my review, and I play live a lot. I never play really in a controlled setting. So I figured my opinion would be valuable for those that are looking to use this pickup at a live setting, both solo or acoustic, or with a trio perhaps, with an acoustic guitar right here. So yeah, I'm gonna start this up, and I will be cutting in and out of different parts of the installation process. And if I need to talk and say something, I will. Otherwise, it will just be cuts or be sped up. So after this is all done, I'm gonna show you guys, and hopefully you enjoy the video. And don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe as we get to put the third Fishman into this Martin guitar. So in order to make this process easy, I am going to loosen the strings up here from the headstock, and I'm gonna pull them out here from the bottom, and I'm gonna secure them with a capo right here. It's a technique, it's a tip that I actually saw from another channel. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. So once you get to this point where you've loosened this up and you need to take it out. Now, first of all, there are some guitars that won't have this, and so perhaps you need to take it to a luthier. You know, if this is a system that I had, right? It's wheels here for volume, and a little bit of EQ, and a little box here for the battery, and here's the jack. So for me, it's just as simple as taking it out of here, right? You see the cord there, and just unscrewing this jack here, pulling it out, pulling this out of there, fold the mic there, and and just installing the new one. So fairly simple. I had like I said, I had a luthier. Shout out Daniel Abrego from Alabarlo Custom Guitars. He did this for me. So when I went to just do a pickup swap, it was super easy. If you don't want to drill a hole in your guitar, you could just literally just have this jack part just hanging out of your guitar, if that's something that you want to do. If you want to drill, my guitar was already drilled, already had all this drilled into it, so I figured it might as well. So we cut all the cords, took all the insides out, and just posted a new one. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna undo all of this and pull this jack out, put this in the box, and put the brand new one in here. That this time it looks like it's a brand new one. Fishman sends these little stickies that you can put inside your guitar, and they're flat. You take one side out, you stick it into the guitar, and then you can kind of open them like a Venus flytrap to get your guitar to the cables to stick in there. Another thing that you can do instead is just take it to somebody that knows what they're doing. Take it to a luthier, and this person can cut the cables for you, because as you can tell, look, the cable's pretty long. But Daniel, what he did for me, he basically cut this entire bundle out, and all I had was literally this. So it was super clean. Which I may have him do this again for me, but I will install the pickup in here for the sake of I have practice. I have a band coming. My drummer will be here to practice this coming week, so I need to have this ready to go, so I can test everything, make sure that I don't feedback like I did at the show. So this is what I'm talking about right here. These little things right here. You're gonna peel off the plastic, and you just gotta stick it inside your guitar. And I think I might just do that because, well, I get to keep this, so I'm gonna stick it on there. So I bonded it up the best as I could, so I'm gonna try to get in there nice and neat. So the little piece that comes to tie, it comes in your bread, tied it right there at the very end. Got a little Velcro at the other end, just bonded it very well. I'm gonna try to kind of loosen a little section up right here, and a little section right here, and this section right here. And I'm gonna try to clip those to the inside clips in there to keep it nice and steady, to keep it from moving basically and making sound as you play, especially when you have the microphone setting on. You don't wanna hear, this, especially if you're moving around, but don't recommend it doing with the microphone setting, moving around very much. So now I'm just trying to fit the pickup in there, make sure it's okay. Looks fine right there. Right there. You don't want to go too hard either, right? Either it's cork. Just want to make sure it's secure, that it's not going to come off. All right, everything is installed there. This seems good-ish, but everything here is good. The pickup is installed. The mic is facing kind of where I want it. I kind of face the mic towards the bridge a little bit, and then I kind of point the mic up a bit towards the sound hole just a little. There you go. And then that's it. I'm gonna tune the guitar up, make sure it's good to go. And then we're gonna go to the computer. I'll show you guys how it sounds. Obviously, when you use a external microphone, for example, this is the SM7B, and then I have a Shure Beta. When you use a microphone and you you know, you angle it right to the sound hole of the guitar and you record it. Obviously, I think you're gonna get a more natural sound. It's pretty obvious, right? Especially if you use a microphone that is meant to be for a to pick up acoustic guitar, that's kind of made for that. But even if I were to record with the SM7B, for example, you're gonna hear what the guitar actually sounds like, right? I mean, there's gonna be some differences with the frequencies that gets picked up by, you know, I don't have to explain how microphones work, but so that's why I'm not gonna use a microphone to pick up the sound of the guitar. So when you buy a guitar like this, I'm assuming that you are buying it to be able to play a concert or to be able to record. So, you know, be able to play shows at bars and stuff like that. So you can get a better, a beefier sound without, you know, getting the feedback and all that. So that's why I'm not gonna use an actual microphone sound. It's all going to be here from this guitar. All right, so this is just the magnetic pickup, and that's it, nothing else. Now I'm just gonna strum those 2 chords. Okay, and that is the sound of just a magnetic pickup right here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch and I'm going to play just, I'm going to play the 50-50. So I'm going to come here into the blended option. So for the magnetic pickup, you want to go up towards you, and then to blend, you're going to bring it down up until you feel the click. Once you feel that click that I just felt right now, you know that the blend is activated. So let's go ahead and record that. Let me strum it. So that is it, strummed right there. And you won't be able to tell there, but I can tell through here that once I switched from the magnetic pickup into the blend, there was a volume drop. There was a drop in volume. So the same thing is going to happen when I go to microphone only. This is going to drop in volume a little bit. And the way that I kind of compensate for that is instead of having the mic kind of pointed down, I bring the mic up just a little bit so we can get it closer to the sound hole. And here we go. So that's it. Let me know, what do you guys like best? Do you guys like just the pickup? Do you guys like the blend? Do you guys like just the mic? I think if you were to play like at a restaurant, coffee shop sort of thing, maybe like a whiskey bar, I think the mic, if you're going more for that chilled vibe, you know, playing really soft, or like a finger pick guy, you know, you just use your fingers to go through it, the mic might give you the best representation of the acoustic guitar sound. If you want to do something maybe perhaps with another guitar player, you know, you're doing like a guitar duo, if it's you like in a piano or you in a cajon, I'd say you go ahead and do the blended. But if you are going to play perhaps with like a trio, or you're gonna play with an actual drummer, the magnetic pickup is the way to go. It just is. It's the way to go. It's going to give you an acoustic sound still, and what you can do to mitigate the sound of it just being like because sometimes like these pickups will kind of give you like a metallic sound to the strings. But what you can do to mitigate that and combat that is you can download an IR. Nowadays, a lot of companies sell acoustic IRs, and you can go on the website. There's Worship Tones or Worship Tutorials. You can go on there and you can buy the IRs. So if you just go to worshiptutorials.com, they have awesome packs. There's a Taylor pack. It's a 814 Taylor. I think that one is like an auditorium, grand auditorium kind of performances Taylor, and that one's free. Or you can go get the 816, which is the one that I have. Like in these recordings, I'm not using any of those IRs. It's just, you know, plugged straight in, and then the microphone. But I'm not using anything. But when I play live and I use the quad cortex, I put in the IRs on there, and they give you so many options. If you have piezo pickups, they have the IRs for that. Or if you, for example, if you own a Taylor 816, and if you want that Taylor to sound even better, magnified, download the IR and put it, you know, take it with you in the gig. Either if you're using one of these, you know, quad cortex or a helix or you know, any of those modulators, you can go ahead and add the Taylor 816, play it with your 816, and it will sound huge. It'll sound great. You can hear the examples on the Worship Tutorials website. And they have tons of great captures, and their captures are actually really, really great. Highly recommend those. But this is not a paid advertisement, by the way. But if you want me to do a video on the acoustic guitar and how to use it with the quad cortex, let me know, because that's how I gig. I gig with my quad cortex. I used to do all of the EQing through the quad cortex. I'd, you know, go here, use the cortex control here on my desktop, and I would make sure everything's nice and, you know, good to go before the gig, and I would take it to the gig, get there, plug it all in, and play it. Unfortunately, last time the pickup blend broke, and it broke when I was playing with just the microphone. So that was the one bad thing about it. But, you know, in the upcoming gigs, I am going to have a brand new secret weapon, which is sitting in that box right there, which is the Allen & Heath CQ12 digital mixer, and I will be making a video on that because I plan to use that to record my live performances with my acoustic and with my actual band, Benza. So I will definitely do a separate video on that, and I'm actually going to do an unboxing of this thing. I opened it up just to make sure that it was there, but I haven't touched it since, because I'm gonna be doing that with the video coming up here this weekend, probably, hopefully, most likely. But yeah, so if you want to hear what it sounds like, the quad cortex, the way that I have set up, which to me sounds really great in a live setting, I can go ahead and do a video on that. Make sure you comment below and let me know you want to see that. If you want to learn more about the acoustic IRs, let me know. I can talk a little bit more about that, and I will definitely be talking about this mixer. I'm very excited to use it. Please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends, especially the ones that you know are solo musicians and play acoustic guitar solo, or with a duo, with a drummer or a trio. Because this is definitely good stuff, and this is definitely a great pickup. I do recommend picking up this Fishman Rare Earth mic blend with a magnetic pickup. It's really good. I mean, there's tons of other options out there, like the LR Bags one. I did a ton of research. I landed on this one. I love it. You know, apart from the one mishap I had on my very first gig, Hopefully this won't happen again, but if it does, I will come back and make a video and complain about it like I have been complaining on this one. Thank you guys for watching. Catch you on the next one.